CNN panelist suggested that the reporters on CNN do investigative reporting on the presidential candidates as though it were some new innovative idea. Here's political comedian Jimmy Dore's reaction.
So I'm watching CNN, and they're talking about the election coming up, and they had on Carl Bernstein, Bob Beckel. You know who Bob Beckel is? Used to be on the 5 at Fox. Now he's over at CNN. It's not a revolving door in the mid. Anyways, so here's Bob Beckel. He says people want to know more stuff about the candidates, but listen to how he says it.
I think that the American public has got two people. Frankly, they wouldn't want either one of them if they had their choice, and they want to learn more about them. And I think that probably, in the long run, we know a lot more about Hillary Clinton than we do about Donald Trump. But this is going to be an election. If you ever wanted to get out there and do some real serious investigative reporting and put it on TV, the public would welcome it.
You know that thing that's supposed to be our job where we actually go out and learn stuff about the people who are in power and investigate it? That might be a good idea to start doing it. Just a suggestion. You don't have to take it. Probably being insincere anyway. Hey, but yeah, I just thought it would be a good idea to suggest that we do some journalism on News Network. Thanks.
Says the guy on the news network that has never done investigative reporting ever.
Hey, just a little tip. I don't know if you guys know this, but people would like investigative news reporting about the people that they might vote for. Maybe if you know someone who works at a news organization, son of a gun, I'm on a news channel right now.
I got a great idea.
Hey, here's Idea Ski. I got an Idea Ski. Investigative reporting on news channels. Feed mayonnaise to tuna. Also, I got two ideas: investigative journalism on news shows. Feed mayonnaise to tuna. I thought that up back 20 years ago. They're still not doing it. Why don't they feed mayonnaise to tuna? And why don't they do investigative news journalism at CNN? One of the N stands for news. The other N stands for not.
And breaking is a verb.
It's amazing that this has to be brought up as like a new innovative concept. And it's not like they're gonna take Bob Beckel's suggestion seriously. That's almost the worst part. They're not gonna take it seriously. Either they haven't been doing it. And the thing is that it's probably too much of a request to make in a news organization to do investigative journalism. supposedly the most trusted name in news cannot be responsible for gathering news.
And breaking is a verb. Hey, if you ever want, if you do some investigative journalism, unfortunately, the media only does investigative journalism about candidates after the election.
Sure.
Okay. Wow. If you ever wanted to do some serious investigative journalism and put it on television, hey, sucks to be you. Good luck finding some television to put that on, Bob Beckel. Good for you. Good for you.
And by the way, Hillary Clinton, who has been the target of numerous investigations.
Couldn't be more investigations.
Could not be more investigated as a person. And Donald Trump, you don't have to investigate him. Ask him. He will tell you anything about him.
Bob Beckel welcomes investigative journalism the same way his suspenders welcome him inhaling. But it's CNN, so it's good. It's good news. You know,
the sad thing is he's probably saying that to Carl Bernstein across the thing. He's like, hey, old man, you used to be pretty good at that. Why don't you,
He doesn't work for CNN, so he's, hey, and next on CNN, Anderson Cooper asking candidates about nicknames.
Sadly, that's a fair commentary. Apparently, asking one of the people responsible for exposing the Watergate scandal to do investigative journalism is a perfectly rational request to make, as if he doesn't already know how. And CNN, in case you don't know, abuses the breaking news banner all the time. They used it for when people were sledding down Capitol Hill, and they used it on the 102nd anniversary of the Titanic. That would be the exact opposite of breaking news. But Anderson Cooper asking candidates about nicknames is something that could plausibly happen on CNN. That's not news, of course, but why would you expect that from the cable news network, the most trusted name in news, to do actual news when they're part of the corporate world?
It's mind-blowing how every year CNN gets a little shittier. I don't even know how that's possible.
Oh, wait a minute. Bob Beckel's request for journalism has been denied.
Man.
Don't freak out.
Sadly, and hilariously at the same time, the request for journalism, however sincere it was, and it probably wasn't sincere, will continue to be denied as long as the corporate structure for journalism exists. And you get rid of that by getting rid of the powerful moneyed interest which run the networks. And how do you replace them? I've been saying it over and over again. You replace them with a democratically controlled journalist-managed news network. You replace them by making the journalists be the ones that actually own the network. Now, very few people, even in the alternative press, have even advocated for this, because they are so used to, Google owns YouTube. YouTube supplies ad money. So even when their journalists and commentators on YouTube are more autonomous, I still think they're not autonomous enough because they're not the ones managing the media apparatus responsible for delivering their content. I think until they do that, the request for journalism will always be, in some sense, denied, and liberal people who attack that structure will always be relegated to commentators and not investigators, because the media and the capitalist system can only allow so much agitation to make it look good by comparison, that the radical commentators will be seen as outside of the realm of respectability and will not be considered as part of the same discourse as, say, Jimmy Dore and the Young Turks are having. Until people start advocating for a dismantling of the corporate structure and a democratic ownership of the media as a whole, including YouTube, I don't think that we're going to get nearly where we need to be. That's my take. I'm Jeremy Einbinder for Democratize the Media, making a media that works for everyone. Thanks for watching.